Hello, good day. And once again, this is Dr. Artelo Palma. And today, let's talk another topic about research. And before anything else, allow me to invite you all, okay, to join in my webinar, okay, to earn 15 CPD units. And this is the license, or I mean the accreditation number of my program PTR 2021354129. You can search this on the PRC's website on the CPD programs or their approved CPD programs. Okay, you can email me at contact@apalma.info for more inquiries. So once again, I am a PhD in Development Research and Administration, the academic head of our academic institution, an author and publisher recognized by the National Book Development Board, a research consultant, international peer reviewer at Springer, and you can search my researches on Google Scholar. And I am a licensed professional teacher and a proprietor of Artelo Palma Book Publishing. And so these are my books. The one at the right is in progress. That's Statistics the Easier Way, and it's already published, Academic Research the Easier Way. So this is the title, or this is the name of my program, Doing Academic Research the Easier Way. Okay, and here's the accreditation number. Okay, so let's proceed to our topic. Of course, this is the fourth topic already. So it's about action research and qualitative research. Okay, so at the end of this, okay, you will integrate as the learner, you will integrate action research as a research paradigm in your qualitative research study for continuing growth in education. So here's, let's proceed to review. We already discussed this one during the last time. I talked to you about action research and quantitative research. Okay, so let's proceed to the background. Okay, it's of course Kurt Lewin, who researched extensively on social science issues and developed the action research methodology. And it was followed by Stephen Corey and other experts in the US. Okay, and in Great Britain, it's the origin can be traced back to the Schools Council Humanities Curriculum project. Okay, and the most well-known, of course, in the UK, or proponent research in the UK has been Lawrence Stenhouse, and it's about the still, okay, it's about the curriculum research and development. Okay, so action research is a research paradigm. I told you that. And as a research paradigm, it is the set of common beliefs and agreements shared between experts about how problems should be understood and addressed. And of course, according to Kurt Lewin, it's a process of involving fact-finding, taking action, and fact-finding about the results of the actions. So therefore, it is a process by which practitioners attempt to study their problems scientifically in order to guide, correct, and evaluate their decisions and actions. So here are some of the additional definitions, or some definitions, other definitions of action research. So please, okay, try to review my previous video on action research. Okay, that's, I think, the second topic 2, or the second video. Okay, here's another definitions. And this is the action research model. Okay, so look at the cyclic process of action research as modeled by Kurt Lewin, from unfreezing, changing to refreezing, and you plan, have your action, and then have your results, and then you have to provide or find for feedback, and so on. So the loop goes on. So action research principles, I told you that it's a cyclic inquiry process. And researchers are the practitioners, and you need to rethink relationship between science, knowledge, and learning and action. So principles of action research, it's focused on the improvement of problematic situation in practice, and you have this to undergo these phases, okay, planning, acting, observing, and reflecting. Okay, so another, okay, it's the philosophy of action research. It's a teacher as the researcher. Okay, it you know how it was formulated. Okay, it was because due to educational reform and so on. Okay, so these are the purpose. I'll give you some of the purpose of action research. So action research is a method used for improving practice, and it is a participative and collaborative effort, okay, undertaken by individuals with a common purpose. And it's also a situation-based and context-specific, okay. It develops reflection based on interpretations made by the participants, and of course the knowledge is created through action at the point of application. And action research can involve problem solving if the solution to the problem leads to the improvement of practice. And finally, okay, the research findings in action research will emerge as action develops, but these are not conclusive or absolute. So this is the methodology of action research. So you begin by diagnosing or identifying a problem, considering alternative course of action to address the problem. And from those courses of action, you have to select a course of action, and you need to, you know, perform this course of action. After that, you have to evaluate, study the consequences of that action, and finally, you need to identify your general problems. And if there's still problem, okay, you diagnose, and the cycle is all over again. You do the cycle all over again. So I'll give you some sample cases here, just the ones I think I also gave to you the last time. So please just review that video. So students don't turn their videos on during online class. So this is my question. As a teacher, what will be your courses of actions or action? Did your actions work? What are your proofs? Okay, so in doing so, you are now doing the qualitative, or no, the action research. Okay, junior high school, this is a common problem. Okay, and I think everybody can relate. Okay, or especially the educators here in the Philippines. So junior high school are not motivated to attend to their online classes. So as a teacher, what will be your course of actions or courses of actions? Did your actions work? What are your proofs? Another problem, students don't read their modules in distance mode of learning. Another problem yan. So as a teacher, what will be your courses of actions? Did your actions work? What are your proofs? And okay, you notice your teachers aren't motivated enough to perform their duties and functions. So as an administrator, what will be your courses of actions? Did your actions work? And what are your proofs? So no, research findings of action research are not conclusive, as I told you earlier. And you can tap qualitative research. Okay, in our previous video, okay, you can tap quantitative research, but this time you can also explore qualitative research to help you generalize your findings. So because action research is situation based and context specific, it can't be generalized. So here where the role of qualitative research gets into the picture. So after identifying your findings, you might want to incorporate if they challenge existing theory and address research gap. This is a combined observe, think, and read part in qualitative research. So your study continues, but this time your aim is to make it generalizable. So you begin to observe and gather empirical evidence, the underlying philosophy of empiricism. So as I've told you in our previous video. So let's provide here some illustration. Okay, so suppose you have a problem here, and your problem is junior high school students don't turn their camera on during their online class with you. So this is a fact based on your observation. It's a fact finding according to Kurt Lewin. So now you have not the fact, you have not the problem. So what action are you going to take? So you give extra points to those who turn their videos on during class. This is just one of the possible actions, by the way, so that you may want to explore during the entire duration of your action research. And Kurt Lewin called this taking action. Now let's proceed to the results of the action taken. So you observe, okay, what are the results of what are the consequences of your action? So suppose only a few now are not turning their videos on during their online class video. This is a fact associated with results of your action. So it's about fact finding about the results of the action. Okay, so now you notice there are still many questions you have in mind that are associated with the results of your actions. So that's part of your observation once again. So why there are still students who don't turn their videos on? We said that it's applicable, or it's I think more effective to others, but not to some other students. So you notice that there are still students who don't turn their videos on during online class, despite they will have reward points when they do so. So, and why there are those who responded to your action right away. So you are now beginning to ask some questions. That's the think part. So now it's time for you to read previous studies and theories to identify research gap and possible theory that you can, of course, in qualitative research, you can deconstruct. Okay. So notice that your direction now could be about qualitative research. So you begin with specific inquiry and will want to proceed with the interview or observation with the participants. So you now have in your mind an argument as part of your discovery. If rewards were to change behavior, then why it doesn't apply to all as not just in the behavior of your students after your action. So actually, incentive theory can, explain why or why our students behave the way they do. So our behavior is dictated by a desire for external rewards. So suppose today we are going to our intention might be to deconstruct this incentive theory. So what are those questions that we need to ask, okay, in our inquiry, so that at some point, okay, it may be able to deconstruct a theory thereafter or later, okay, during the analysis of our data. So here, okay, you observe, okay, that's part of the empiricism principle or philosophy. You find out that the reason why many students then turn their videos on, or you observe, okay, there are many students who don't turn their videos on during their online class. So after that, okay, that's still part of the empiricism philosophy. You need to search for the research gap. Is there a reason to know more about your observation based on the literature? Mass and distance or online learning modality is new in the Philippines. We know that. And this is a relevant gap in the literature under the Philippine context or setting or scenario. So you need to fill in this gap. You need to fill out this gap after the end of your study. What is it? Or what are those questions that will help you fill in the gap? So this will fall under the statement of the problem. Provide substantial questions that are enough for you to explore more about your observation and address the research gap at the end of your study. So questions might be, what are the reasons of the students for not turning their videos on during online learning? Okay, this is a very fair question because your point here is, of course, we know that the incentive theory is telling us that our behavior is, affected by external reward. But why? Okay, what are the reasons of the students for not turning their videos on during their online learning, despite, okay, you are giving them some rewards or form of rewards? And what are the reasons of the students for not availing your given rewards or incentives by the teacher? So this alone, okay, if you will be able to find some reasons in this, okay, later, okay, after your interview and data analysis of the data coming from your interview with your participants, okay, you might be able to somehow deconstruct, okay, the incentive theory, or perhaps enhance this theory. Okay, so what policy framework can be proposed for online learning modality? Of course, this is a big help to your institution, and this could be a part of your institutional study thereafter, because you are providing the policy framework based on the responses of the students, because these are the actual evidence. These are actual data coming from the students. Okay, coming from the students or coming from your direct respondents. Okay, so yan. We can now proceed to your proposed or temporary research title. I am telling you temporary because anytime you can change this after your study, depending on the results or depending on how you would, you align, okay, your results to your um to your title. So, but for now, you can have this proposed research title. Andyan pa ba kayo? Exploring the reasons why students do not turn on their cameras during online classes. So, it's quite catchy because this is a common scenario we heard from from our teachers. Okay, asking their students if they're still there. Okay, and knowing that the teacher cannot see their students online because the students are turning their videos on during the lecture or discussion. And the teacher, okay, just because teacher tayo, we always have to remind, we always have to, ensure that everybody is listening. So kaya tinatanong, andyan pa ba kayo? So exploring the reasons why students do not turn on their cameras during online classes. Okay, so I think that's all. So let's review. Action research is a preliminary activity to a more meaningful understanding of things in the area of teaching and other expertise. Action research is a research paradigm that can become more meaningful if preceded with qualitative research. So that's what I told you. No, action research is yes, it's scientific at the same time, but we're just stuck there. Okay, if we're just being stuck in finding if our action is good or not based on the result. But if we want to know more, okay, we can employ, okay, qualitative research to, you know, to extend or to follow up, okay, whatever, okay, gaps, okay, we have from our action research. So I think the most important point here is we have action research as exploratory, and then we can come up, or we can proceed to formal research like qualitative research, okay, in this case, okay, to have more meaningful, you know, information thereafter. Okay, so once again, okay, I'm inviting you all to join in my webinar to earn the 15 CPD units. Okay, this is the accreditation number, and you can email me at contact@apalma.info. And once again, these are my contact details, additional contact details. You can email me, as I've said, at contact@apalma.info or contact@apbpublishing.com. This is my mobile number, 0936903146 or 091998900909. You can visit my website at www.apbpublishing.com or https://www.apalma.info. And my YouTube channel is Artelo Palma PhD Life Ideas Books. Shopee store, my Shopee store is Fun with Learning Bookshop. Actually, you can find also this in national bookstores, especially in Davao City. So okay, so I think that's all. Thank you very much for joining or for watching my video. And for more videos like this in the future, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much. God bless us all. Please stay safe, healthy, and bless everyone.